Hey guys, today I want to do a little Fnaf sister location video. I'm kind of new to these type of videos, so be a little forgiving and any tips are welcome for future improvements. But today I want to talk about one of the story elements from Fnaf sister location. Now some of you will already know this, and if so, then feel free to either improve the theory or come up with a better one. I'm welcome to suggestions. For the rest of you, I'm going to give you hopefully some context as to who the man over the intercom is, aka Hand Unit. Now, Hand Unit is the first character we are introduced to while playing the actual game itself, and I'm going to let him explain who he quote-unquote actually is.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad in screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Hand Unit. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so please be careful. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict.
Now, Hand Unit plays a similar role to Phone Guy in the previous FNAF games. He's there to give you a shorthand list of objectives you need to complete each and every night. Just like Phone Guy, though, Hand Unit is extremely shady, and I'm here to tell you why. Hand Unit is actually... Yes, in my opinion, Hand Unit is actually Ennard the entire game. From the very first day we stepped foot into the facility, Ennard took on the role of Hand Unit in an attempt to either distract us or kill us while he assimilated the rest of the animatronic endoskeletons. I think this theory makes a lot of sense when you consider the following. In Night 2, we actually talk to Baby. At this point, Baby is actually surprised we were at the facility at all, and actively helps us avoid Hand Unit's bad advice regarding the traversal of Bellora's room. She predicts what Hand Unit is going to say and tells us to avoid it because it's bad advice and will get us killed. At this point in the game, I believe Ennard was just then setting his plan into motion in regards to assimilating the rest of the animatronics. That's why we're given bad advice. He either wants us to fail and get killed early on, or he wants to distract us so we don't notice his plan.
When your guide comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Bellora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die. Bellora will not return to her stage anymore. She will catch you. The power will be restored shortly. When you crawl through Bellora Gallery, go slowly. She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement. When you hear her music become louder, she is growing near, listening for you. Wait and be still.
You will now be required to crawl through the Bellora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Bellora.
He wants us to fail because he's afraid we'll somehow stop his plans. And you can sort of see how this plan is unfolding after each night because we seem to lose a new animatronic each and every night. It's kind of doing the reverse of most FNAF games. In those games, they would add animatronics each and every night to make the game harder. In FNAF Sister Location, we seem to lose animatronics. And what's funny about that is Hand Unit seems to ignore when these animatronics go missing for the most part. So I find that very curious, and I think it kind of backs up this theory. And then later in Night 3, we get kidnapped, and I think this is where everything kind of comes together. Now later in Night 4, after we've been kidnapped at the end of Night 3, we have another talk with Baby. Now previously, Baby had been very helpful to us. She helped us avoid the bad advice of Hand Unit in regards to traversing Bellora's room and with some other things. That's because at this point, Baby was still her own separate character. After the events of Night 3, Ennard has assimilated Baby and completed a crucial step in his plan to escape.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. Ballora never learns, but I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend.
Now, the reason why you haven't been outright killed, in my opinion, is because he knows Baby was helping you. And now that he has control of Baby, he's going to use you for the last part of his plan during night 5. For now, he's testing you out. He's seeing if you fit in the Springtrap suit. His suit. Because why else would Baby know how the inner workings of the Springtrap suit work? Why has Baby's tone changed from being outright either helpful or a bit confused to this malevolent, sinister type deal? Why has it changed so much? That's because it's now Innard. Baby is now part of Innard. And Innard is now trying to use you for the final steps of his plan. Which brings us to night 5. Now, finally, during night 5, all of the plans are coming together, all of the steps are in place, and everything's almost put to fruition for Innard. He gets rid of every obstacle that's in his way, he assimilates Baby, he puts you in the Springtrap suit to see if you fit, he kills the other 2 technicians so they're not in the way. Now all he has to do is convince you to go to the scooping room, which is easy enough. He knows that you think Hand Unit is lying to you, but he also knows that you think Baby is being somewhat truthful. So he guides you to the room with the Baby suit, you get the chip from it, but notice during that room and during that section you can actually make out Innard's endoskeleton behind the Baby suit. Notice that when you also are listening to Baby's advice and going down that dark, narrow hallway of Foxy's room, if you don't follow Baby's instructions, you get an Innard jump scare, which is strange because just a few seconds ago, you're told that Ballora is following you. Why would Innard be the jump scare if Ballora is following you? That's because Innard is making sure you're following the plan to the letter. He's making sure you go to the scooping room. And once you go to the scooping room, you see Baby's true colors emerge, and you can even see Innard behind the glass in the scooping room. And if you want further proof, you need to first complete the mini-game that happens sometimes when you die. Now, once you complete that mini-game, you're given a key card, and if you go right and straight and right during that final stretch of night 5, you wind up in a secret private room that you have to survive until 6 a.m. And it's during this point you have to survive against Innard. And he's still using Baby's voice at this point, and you can sort of see Baby's plan unraveling. Why didn't you trust me? Why didn't you believe me? And everything kind of comes to a head, you know? You find out the truth.
Why didn't you believe me? We need you so that we can leave. We need you so that we can hide. If they find us like this, we won't be able to try again. You won't die, and it will only hurt for a moment.
Now, I know this theory isn't perfect. I'm sure there are better ones out there. But in my opinion, Hand Unit is Innard the entire game, and after night 4, or I should say after night 3, during night 4, Innard takes over Baby's voice and is trying to use you to complete his final steps to put himself in your skin and then put you in the Springtrap suit. That's my theory on who Hand Unit is and all of that fun stuff. I'm sure there are ways to improve this theory. If you all have any ideas, be sure to let me know. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a little FNAF video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I shall see you on the next video, which should be sometime this week, going in more depth with everything. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day.